I really do. Thank you so much, because I would not be here if it weren't for you. Thank you. I don't want to get a fusion or any type of surgery. I wanted to just work on it, strengthen it, loosen it, decompress it, whatever it needs to be done, get back on track. And that's been the absolute victory, I think. The background before the injury was I've been CrossFitting for about a dozen years, lifting weights for about 20 years or so, kind of on and off, and kind of played all the sports under the sun realistically since college. And I was very active, running, swimming, beach volleyball, kind of anything I can get my hands on. I thought I was going to be doomed for the rest of my life. Like, I thought I was going to not be able to be doing normal activities, lifting weights, playing sports. And I'm actually back to almost 100%. I was crawling. I mean, in the middle of the night, I would get up to go to the bathroom and I would crawl to the bathroom. I was warming up for a squat and it just popped at the bottom. I wasn't able to like stand upright. Like, even just driving in a car was absolutely painful, excruciatingly, and I couldn't getting in and out of the car was like a feat in itself. Literally sat on the floor for 20-30 minutes before I could even get up and walk out of the gym. And then I came home and I literally barely crawled to the couch and laid on the couch for hours. I couldn't move for the first like 3 or 4 days. Well, after the injury, I found that I laying down in bed I wasn't getting any better. Like, laying down on the couch, laying down on the bed, I tried to kind of like stretch it, that wasn't helping. That's when I reached out to you and said, well, hey, why don't we try decompression? And like I said, that was day 5 or 6 after the incident. You did do a few light adjustments to me, and then the decompression was it was a little guarded during the decompression the first time. I was a little nervous. I really know I was so tight, right. But literally I would say after that first decompression, I was like 40-50% better. And from going from not being able to walk 5 days prior to at least being able to walk to the car and get in and out of the car was like night and day difference. By the time I got to the 3rd or 4th session, I would look forward to it. Yeah. Because I would get out and just feel so much more. Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely sleep, and it was like a great little siesta in the middle of the day. But it actually felt really good. It got to the point where I could actually relax and let the decompression actually happen. The first few times I was so guarded that I was like tight and tense. But finally, I think what really helped me break through that was when you got me all the Zen setup. When I got the mask, headphones really helped me to really just get into a meditative state and let the traction and decompression happen. That's where I saw the real results. And I really wish I would have just come in on day 1. I wish I would have just gotten here on day 1 or day 2. As soon as I just succumbed to the decompression table. Right now I'm back to almost 100% regular activity, which I thought this was the biggest hurdle that I overcame was just realizing that there is a path to repairing that disc and getting back to a normal life. After going through the first session and how much I felt better after just that first 20-minute session, I realized, there might be something. And then by the second session, it got another 10% better. Second session, like I had just seen these drastic changes in my ability to move and just go back to my regular everyday life. And that's what kind of realized it's like, I just have to trust the process. From starting with the decompression, at least for what I went through, was the best route, because it allowed me to really get away from being so guarded. That's what I struggled with, is I was always so guarded, so all my muscles were so locked up all the time, which going from not being able to move, and then after that first session, I was able to at least get up and walk out and walk to the restroom or walk to my car. Before the injury, I was very, very active and really didn't have any limiting factors. But when I had that injury, man, I couldn't move the first week or so. I couldn't move. It really wasn't until I came in first day with you where you did some like very subtle adjustments and got me on the decompression on like level 1, where I really wish I would have just come in the same day or next day after the injury. What my biggest regret was that I did wait about a week or so before I came in. I thought, my back is locked up. I need to sit at home. I need to rest. I need to ice it. I need to heat pack it, and it really didn't get any better. On day 1 versus day 5, I was at the exact same, and actually contemplated on installing one of those little bars in my bathroom. Those like, grab bars that you see
man.
in like public restrooms.
Yeah.
I wish I would have came here day 1 or day 2. I think that was the biggest kind of like call to action for myself, was getting here and just at least doing the decompression or doing a light adjustment to just open some things up and get me away from being so guarded. When I came in here to see you guys is when you did a few small light adjustments to me and then said, hey, suggested, why don't we try this decompression? And that was a game changer. That one day moved me 40 to 60% better just in that one day, when in all reality for 6 days prior, I was crawling around the house. I'm back to lifting heavier weights. I'm back to I play beach volleyball 2 to 3 times a week. I'm running regularly. I have zero pain. And I mean, realistically, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. I'd be sitting at home, missing out on all the activities I wish I could be doing.